Assalamualaikum. A very good day to our valuable lecturer. I'm Alia Ayuni binti Sari and my message card number A2280203 as a leader from group number 1. In this video, my themes and I will present about assignment which is article review text number 2. The possible title for this text is The Risk of the Persuasion. Why I choose this text is because there are some negative implications of persuasion and excessive use of disposable garments, and it also related to the present situation. This thing attract us to the some review for this article. The next part is what the purpose for this text. The purpose of this text is to make the reader aware of the negative effects of persuasion. The fourth paragraph also explains that the trend of not buy anything for a year is also the way to reduce expenses. In addition, there is also the influence of the social media and a famous YouTuber. Who would the intended audience? Anyone interested in economy and environmental? Let's move to the next part, the thesis statement. The thesis statement in the text is the consumptions and overuse have a negative impacts on the environment with the dumping of disable clothing. Furthermore, the buy nothing trend also offers some solution for this problem. Among these are the practice of not purchasing anything for a year and donating throwaway clothing to charity.
What are the top sentences of the text? The main ideas for paragraph 1 is more clothing and footwear are being purchased by British consumers than ever before. The main ideas for paragraph 2 is the buy nothing movement encourage individuals to exchange and fix the things they already own instead of purchasing the things they don't need. Lastly, the main ideas for last paragraph is some people are even drastically altering their lifestyles to cut back on consumption. Next, do the topic sentence relate to the thesis statement of the text? Perfectly. The thesis of the text is that consumerism and quick fashion have detrimental impacts on society. The first topic sentence discusses the negative impacts of fast fashion and consumerism, while the second and third topic sentence offer the solution to this problem.
So for the next question is about the argument in the article. In the first sentence, the author wants to make it obvious that people waste money when they are purchase a clothing. In the article said they are using a card credit rather than the actual paper money, which is the quantity and the amount is visible. Therefore, they are unaware of this problem. So for the next point is about the reason why people wear too much clothes. People think when they are give the substantial portion of their clothes to the charity, they are already solved their problem. But that's not how the problem solved, because the charity business are able to sell their goods because of the problem with the second-hand clothes and the fast fashion problem.
Are the argument convincing? Why or why not? Yes, making a case to persuade people of our point of view is necessary when we argue to persuade. Persuasion is the competitive use of the argument, while inquiry is collaborative. In an effort to convince the reader of our position, we contrast it with opposing arguments.
For the next question is about the opposing view in the article. In the article, the author already clarified by saying that although individuals donate their own excess clothing to the charity store in the hopes that it will be sold for a discount, because people think that that is the better solution for their second-hand clothing. But that's not how it goes. The clothing does not sell because of how quickly the fashion industry is developing, and in addition, a few individuals are not interested in buying second-hand items, especially clothing. So for the conclusion, the point is that the main idea is related to us as a student. So to be honest, We are in the situation that was comparable to what the author illustrate in his own main idea. That's happened if we visit a mall and decided to randomly buy something for ourselves, and that we will throwing away. As the time goes on, everything become easier, including to how we handle our own money. And with the card credit, touch and go, and other instrument, it encouraged us to spend more money, especially in excess. Later in the day, we realized that we had overspent, resulting in the surplus of used goods and especially apparel. This is serious harmful since it encouraged throwing of solid garments. So for the last point, for the conclusion is how important is the information in the text to us as a student. What the author had said in the article connect deeply with us as a students. We want to wear a new clothes more regularly as we grow. Our desire to purchase new clothing causes us to be wasteful and spending, which is in keeping with the fashion industry rapid developments. Since parents shoulder the majority of finance responsibility, the student rashly spend money on unnecessary goods. Therefore, in order to avoid throwing too many unwanted goods, it's essential for a student to understand how to budget for a new clothes purchases. So that's all from our group. Sorry for any inconvenience and thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.